Hello everyone, I'm Nurse Succinate. Today we're tackling a true neonatal emergency that appears again and again in NMCN exams, neonatal resuscitation. A typical exam question goes like this. A newborn is delivered at term. The baby is limp, not breathing, and has a heart rate of 50 beats per minute. After 30 seconds of effective positive pressure ventilation, the heart rate remains at 50 beats per minute. What is your next step? A. Give epinephrine immediately. B. Start chest compressions. C. Continue positive pressure ventilation for another 30 seconds. D. Intubate the baby first. This is a situation where seconds matter. Let's walk through it step by step and get the correct answer. The baby is born at term, but the baby is not breathing. The baby is limp, and the heart rate is 50 beats per minute. That is dangerously low. A normal newborn heart rate should be 120 to 160 beats per minute. You immediately begin effective positive pressure ventilation. The mask seal is good. The chest is rising. Ventilation is being done correctly. But after 30 seconds, the heart rate is still 50 beats per minute. This is the critical decision point. Now let's understand the golden minute. In neonatal resuscitation, the heart rate is the most important vital sign. If the heart rate is above 100, continue routine care. If it is between 60 and 100, the baby needs ventilation. But if the heart rate is below 60 beats per minute, chest compressions are required. And this baby's heart rate is 50. Now let's eliminate the dangerous answers. Option C, continue ventilation for another 30 seconds, is wrong. At 50 beats per minute, the baby is not getting enough oxygen to the brain. Waiting longer increases the risk of brain damage and death. Option D, intubate the baby first, is wrong. Intubation takes time, and time is something this baby does not have. When the heart rate is below 60, compressions come before intubation. Option A, give epinephrine immediately, is also wrong. Epinephrine is not the next step. It comes after effective ventilation and chest compressions. If the heart rate still remains below 60, the correct answer is option B, start chest compressions. This is the life-saving step. Here's how it's done. Chest compressions are started immediately while ventilation continues. Use the two-thumb technique. Place both thumbs on the lower third of the sternum. Wrap your fingers around the baby's chest. Compress the chest to a depth of 1/3 of the chest diameter. The compression ratio is 3 to 1. 3 compressions, followed by 1 breath. That equals 90 compressions and 30 breaths per minute, for a total of 120 events per minute. As compressions and ventilation continue, the heart rate begins to rise. The baby's color improves. Muscle tone returns. This is how newborn lives are saved. Now let's lock in the NMCN exam hot points. The most important vital sign in a newborn is the heart rate. If the heart rate is below 60 beats per minute after 30 seconds of effective ventilation, you must start chest compressions. The compression ratio in neonatal resuscitation is 3 to 1. And remember, epinephrine comes only after ventilation and compressions, if the heart rate still remains below 60. So remember this sequence. Ventilate first. Reassess the heart rate. If it's below 60, add chest compressions. If it remains below 60, then give epinephrine. If you want to master more life-saving, exam-winning neonatal questions like this, check out my NMCN Exam Mastery Guide available on Sealer. Study smart, build confidence, and walk into your exam ready. I'm Nurse Succinate. See you in the next video.